everyone. I never wear my hair straight. It's so weird to see, but I feel like my hair is looking healthy. What do you guys think? Do you feel like my hair is looking healthy or it needs a trim? Hi, I see you guys popping on. Welcome. So I know it is not even August yet, but you guys, we need to start planning for the holidays, okay? This is the perfect time to kind of get all of your ducks in a row and really get everything set up for a profitable holiday season. And what I really like to do when it comes to the holidays, hello, welcome. What I really love to do for the holidays and when I create promotions in general is I want us to kind of get away from the idea of discounting. So all of the promotions that I'm going to share with you guys today, they are all like anti-discount promotions. And I think these are going to be really refreshing for you and exciting for you. Hi, Micah. Hi, Cheyenne. So nice to see you here. Okay, so let's jump into this. By the way, I'd love for you to just comment where you're watching from. It just makes it fun to see where we're all from. I'm down here in Tampa, Florida. It is still sweltering. So yeah, that's what I'm up to right now. But okay, so let's talk about promotions a little bit. So first of all, I think that when we think about promotions, you know, most of us have really thought about 10% off or $10 off, right? Like we think about promotions as kind of this quick way to either sell through, let's say retail that hasn't been selling, get new clients in the door quickly, or really just like move retail. So whenever I was working in the salon, I often saw retail promotions as like this last stitch effort to almost like boost visibility or something. And so what I want us to think about is when we think about promotions, I really want you to almost think of it as like this loyalty program that you kind of create by having these cool and fun and non-discount promotions that I'm going to show you. So clients, our existing clients, get super excited and love to feel like there's always something new and exciting going on, right? So it's less about they love getting a deal and it's more about, oh my God, you're always up to something fun. I know that you always have something going on for us, you know, that kind of a vibe. Versus I'm gonna wait to buy that until it goes on sale, okay? So it's kind of a different way of thinking about promotions to really see it as client loyalty. And I also just want you to think about how when our clients get excited about what we're doing, obviously they're going to take more action, they're going to talk about it, they're going to be posting about it, and it's just like a feel-good way to bond together and keep them part of your world. So one of the things that I see a lot is that we get sucked into last minute promotion. So we don't put a lot of like thought and intention into what we're doing. And then the other thing that happens is we don't track how these things go. Like has that ever happened to you guys? You like set up a promotion and then you're like, I think it did well, right? Like you don't actually know the data. Like, did I over discount and I was actually not profitable on that promotion? Did I give too many things away? Like, how did this work out for me? So everything that I'm gonna be sharing is really going to be trackable. It's something that you can plan in advance and it's gonna be super strategic. Okay, so we want to go from discounting into promotions that are actually going to build your reputation and help you charge more money. So if you didn't see the training last week, we talked all about reputation and how when you have a good reputation, you have so many more options and opportunities and you get to work with better clients, charge higher prices, the whole thing. So we want to create and be strategic with our promotions to boost our reputation, which is super cool. So the second thing we want to do with our promotions is we want to grow sales, right? We want to make some cash money. We want to like boost people with their like buying excitement and buying behavior. So a fun fact is that human beings, because of the Black Friday and holiday sales cycle for our entire lives, people are just in the mood to buy. So what happens when we can be strategic and really set these up in advance, we are going to be so much more successful at selling because we're fulfilling this desire that people just have to spend money around that time. So we want to make sure we're, showing up for that instead of being like, I don't want to be just one more voice in the noise, like everyone's promoting right now. They won't even see what I have to say. So we want to make sure that we are showing up when people are ready to be buying, like over the holidays, and we're growing sales. And then the last thing is we want to use our promotions, our holiday promotions, to bring in new clients. And on top of that, secure future appointments. So there are actually ways that I'm going to show you that you can actually use the holiday excitement to avoid the January slump. Okay, like have you guys experienced the January slump? Everybody's in, everybody's like calling you, texting you, getting in when all the holidays are happening, and then in January, it's crickets. It's quiet, there's gaps, it's stressful, right? We're like, what just happened? So we can actually use our promotions in order to avoid those empty weeks in January. So let's go ahead and talk about it a little bit. So I'm going to share with you guys 3 different promotions. So we're going to do a rebooking promotion, a retail promotion, and then a reputation promotion, okay? And I did put together a free guide on this. So for those of you who are listening to the audio training on the Successful Hairstylist podcast, come on over to Ren Lopa Official and DM me the word promo, and I'll get you a copy of that. And for those of you who are here, go ahead and send me a DM with the word promo, and I can get you that list where these are really like outlined. But let's go ahead and start with retail. So traditionally, like I was saying in the beginning, when we think about a retail promotion, what do we think about? We think about buy one, get one free. We think about, 20% off, or, getting a whole set and then getting something for free. So where I want to go instead, because like I said at the beginning of this training, we don't want to be doing discounting, is I want us to do like an enter to win. Okay? Super simple. Enter to win. So essentially what's going to happen is when your clients purchase retail, and you can have you get an entry for every $10 in retail you spend. Okay, so that would be an example of one of them. You could also do just by the item. Every item you buy, every hair care item, you get entered into our drawing to win. And so really the only cost that you're going to have for this in order to boost sales and get your clients excited is creating this gift. And what's really cool is that obviously we get to buy wholesale. You might even have some leftover things that you'd like to put in the basket. Like, this isn't gonna break your bank to put together even a $200 basket or like a $150 basket for your clients to be entered to win and get excited about. You can even, if you want to go this step further, you can get other small businesses. So let's say a local esthetician, let's say you get her to offer something in your basket, and you can get all of these different things in there, but you're doing an enter to win. So for the client, they're extra motivated to buy that retail. They're in the mood to buy retail because of the season, and now they are having this chance to win. So that's one of my favorite ways to kind of position retail differently during the holiday season. And I would say for this promotion, this would be a good one in November, okay? Because for December, I have something a little bit different for you guys, but in November, I think that this could be really good. So the next promotion that I have for you is going to be your reputation promotion, right? So we're not just thinking about sales or new clients, we're also thinking strategically and big picture about how can I use this energy to get me more visible, to get people talking about me. So this one with reputation is going to be rewarding your clients for talking about you. Okay, so this might be, you can set it up a bunch of different ways, but it might be an Instagram post, it might be tagged photos, it might be posts in Facebook groups, it might be sharing to your Instagram stories or tagging friends on your post. But we want to get other people talking about us. And the magic behind this is that I know influencer marketing is on a decline because there's so much shady stuff happening in that industry. But all of your clients, what I want you guys to think about is every single client you have is like a micro influencer, right? So even Diane, who has 200 followers that are her family, she is a micro influencer, and her posting a positive post on her Instagram page or her Facebook, whatever she likes better, this is going to help you get so much visibility, because then 200 people see that, right? Then another one of your clients, 200 people see that. Like, it starts to really expand. So for this, you could do another enter to win, or you could have them like per post, you could give them something special. So a conditioning treatment, you could make them a swag bag that has like product samples in it. You could, just reward them even with a little discount, right? Like $20 off when you mention me on Facebook just for the month of October, okay? So this is how you're going to use this energy to get your clients excited. And what do we know too? When we're running promotions that we feel really good about, we are naturally talking about it. Like, so much is happening when we're in the salon. Often we are forgetting so many things, right? Like, we're just trying to make sure their hair comes out well and we run on time and we eat something and go to the bathroom. So like, it's really easy to forget things, but when we have these fun promotions, it brings a new energy to us. It makes it fun and something new to talk about. Okay, so that is your reputation promotion. Now, this third promotion I'm sharing is going to be really about making sure your January isn't empty, okay? And maybe this rebooking promotion is one that's going on for November and December, right? It could be 2 months. I kind of like 1 month promotions, but see what works best for you, experiment. So when we run some kind of rebooking promotion, what we want to do is we want to make sure, so we want to either do enter to win or save on this or whatever for every, like when your guest makes their next appointment before they leave. Okay, so as you guys get going, hopefully you're already a master of rebooking your clients. If, however, you're looking ahead and you know you're not the strongest at rebooking, this is a perfect way to get your clients in the habit of doing that. So, for example, they know that the promotion is when they rebook their next appointment, they can save money, they can get a free conditioning treatment, they can, like, whatever you're doing, right? You can make that happen. And then you would just want to keep track of that. And obviously, the way you would track success with the rebooking one is how many people are following through on that. With the retail, how much did retail spike over the month before and then over the previous month? For your reputation, how many people did post about you? How did that go? Did you see an influx of new clients? The other one that you can also consider doing is a referral, like a referral promotion. So if you guys are, seeing the trend here, we are taking our KPIs, so like the most important parts of our business that have the biggest influence on our success, our money in our pocket, our profitability, and we're really using those strategically in our promotion. So not only are our clients getting something exciting, but we're really getting the benefit of being smart CEOs, okay, which just feels really good. So again, a referral type promotion would be rewarding your clients even more. So if you already have a referral program, you could double it for a month. You could also do another kind of enter to win. You could do a special like night out or a special blow dry boot camp. Like, there's so many fun ways to reward your clients, but that whole month could really be focused on send in your referrals and save. Send in your referrals and get XYZ. Okay, so before I let you go, I don't just want to give you guys these ideas and then say, see ya, right? I really want to also talk to you just a little bit about some of the mistakes that happen when we run promotions, okay? So there are just 3 little mistakes. And the first one is that we make them too complicated, okay? So my really simple test to tell if your promotion is too complicated, and this goes for holiday promotions, normal everyday things that you do, really just marketing in general, if you're writing ads or boosting posts, this rule of thumb works. And it's, if you can't say it in a sentence without stumbling on your words, it's too complicated, okay? If you struggle to explain it or struggle to say it, your clients are not going to understand it, okay? They're gonna be confused and they're not gonna do it. So just too complicated. So make your promotions as simple as possible. And I know some of you are scared, you'll give away too much, you'll lose out somehow, but the more simple you can make it, the better, because then people are actually going to do it, okay? So the second one is that you are just not promoting it enough. So maybe you did a big launch that was like, I'm doing this promotion in October, right? And then you're done talking about it. You don't say anything anymore. So if I were you, any post I put out, I would be reminding people. I would be in my stories showing off whatever it is that they're going to be getting. I would be shouting out clients who entered to win the contest. I would really be making sure that everybody knows what's going on, and not just my 10 people who see every single thing that I do. Like, everybody knows. And signage can even work really well. Making simple flyers for your salon can really help. If you do texting, that can be really positive too. And then the last mistake that we make when running promotions is we don't track it, or we can't track it, okay? So even when we think about the reputation promotion I mentioned about having your clients post about you in their stories, on their Instagram, in Facebook, in Facebook groups, I want you to make it really simple for you to have the proof of that. So it's almost like, make your post and then send me a screenshot. Okay? And when so just keep it simple like that. Make your post, tag me in it, and then also send me a screenshot to my DM. So like, you could actually go look at it, but you also are gonna have all the receipts. So when it's time to see who won your promotion, you actually can see everybody who entered. Okay, so I hope that this has given you guys some really good ideas. For those of you who are here with me, what questions do you have? Where do you get stuck with promotions? Does this feel like something that you would use, something you would implement? I'd love for you to just comment and tell me kind of how you're feeling overall about setting up some promotions for the holidays. Time-wise, I think that, October, November, December is really when the buying spirit is totally picking up, November and December especially. So if you're gonna do it, I would do it then. Okay, just seeing if you have any questions here. Okay, Micah says, how to batch content to be consistent with marketing these promotions. I love that, Micah. So first of all, when we're making content for our promotions, we always want to emphasize what's in it for the client the most, right? So just for an example, we wouldn't say, here's my reputation promotion to grow my reputation, right? We would say, enter to win this amazing basket, read the caption to know how, okay? So the first step to even making the content is just going to be making sure that you're really clear and forward about what the client gets, because everybody, Micah, as you know, you're in luxury client method, but everyone everywhere is just always thinking what's in it for me. So when we're making content for our promotions, that is number one, is being first, like what they get. Okay, so when it comes to batching content, I think it would just be an awesome start to sit down and really think about all the different angles that you could approach this with, right? So if it's about social, posting on your Instagram and sending me a screenshot to be entered to win, right? You could really emphasize the fact of like, oh my gosh, like be an influencer for a day and do this, you'll get rewarded with this, right? You could also just talk about exactly what they're going to be able to get, how great all of the gifts are. So I would first sit down and come up with a ton of ideas that I feel good about. That's like the first step to really batching. And then the last piece, once you know how you're gonna position it, you know all of your ideas, then you can have a recording day where you do your hair and set everything up, and then you can just knock them out. So if you're making graphics in Canva or making videos or just taking cute photos of whatever your basket or prize is, I think that would go really well. So you put it all together, and then in Meta for business, you could really just schedule all of it throughout the month. So you, from that point, can kind of go on with business as usual and then just worry about focusing on like stories to put it up. So I feel like that was a really long answer to that, but that's how I would batch it. And then again, to be consistent with showing up with your promotion, I would put some kind of a sign or flyer in your actual studio. So when your clients come in and they sit down, they see it right away and they kind of know what's up and what's going on. Where can we find the replay of this? You said the podcast. Yeah, so this video, you can watch all my live trainings on Instagram. And then I also publish these live trainings in a podcast form. So if you like listening to trainings, you can just go to like Apple or Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts, and type in Successful Hairstylists, and you'll be able to see all of these trainings up there. I usually get them out on Friday mornings. So that is all of that for promotions. I know that that's a lot of information, but please, you all, use this not just for learning, but for action. Find a way to sit down and plan ahead this time. I think planning ahead leaves you super successful. And the very last tip that I will give you is look at what has worked and what hasn't worked in the past, okay? And put them through that test. How simple were the promotions that you ran before? Could you track and see how well they went? Did they go well if you could track? And did you promote it enough? So if they didn't do well, was it just you didn't talk about it enough, or was it actually something you don't want to do again? So use what has worked well always again, right? Like we don't want to just like do things well once and then we're done. We want to keep doing what works and keep seeing the success. So thank you all so much for coming. I wish you happiness in writing all of your promotions, and I will see you all very soon.